Day 2 here at the high school football state championships. Last night we had the Gunner Tigers bring home a gold ball. Today, the Anna Coyotes looking to do the same and bring home their first state championship in program history. Big 12 Football Media Days is in full swing here on opening day in Arlington, and we have a jam-packed full house here in Arlington. 14 teams here this year, 7 today, 7 tomorrow. Of course, Texas and Oklahoma are still a part of the Big 12 this year, and we have all the new faces as well, including Houston, BYU, UCF, and Cincinnati. Well, they are still undefeated. The Murray State softball team has been perfect so far this season, and they hope to stay that way as they prepare for the national tournament. Well, welcome to a very toasty Bearcat Stadium here tonight, where we kick off the beginning of the high school football season in a big way. It is the 125th edition of the Battle of the Axe, and joining me now to talk about it is Dylan Morgan. And Dylan, you talk about a way to kick things off. You've got the heat, you've got two big rivals, and you've got the start of the high school football season. Well, it's a huge day of high school softball here in Stillwater, where 4 area teams looking to compete for state championships, including the Caddo Lady Bruins, who are looking to add to their incredible resume. Well, we are live in Arlington for the Class 3A Division II state championship game. The Gunner Tigers looking to defend their title tonight against a very good Tidehaven team. Both teams undefeated coming into the state title game. You knew it would be a good one, and it was. Here's the highlights.
Big news in Texoma today. The Sherman Bearcats have a new head football coach.
Yeah, David Reed is live at Sherman High, where they made a big announcement just moments ago. David, tell us what the latest is from Sherman High.
Yeah, you know, it's been about a month since Corey Kane stepped down as the head coach of the Sherman Bearcats, but I'll tell you, the process to find his replacement has moved swiftly, and they didn't have to go too far to find the next head football coach here at Sherman. The Bearcats introduce new head coach Josh Alleman today here at Sherman High School. Alleman used to play here at Sherman High School. He's a Sherman alum, and he's been around as well. He was the head coach at S&S High School a couple of years ago. He has since been an assistant at Denton Braswell High School. Alleman knows a lot about Sherman. They know a lot about him, and he is excited to get things going. So there you go, Josh Alleman, the new head coach of the Sherman Bearcats. We will have more on this story coming up tonight at 6. Well, it's the second and final day of Big 12 Football Media Days here in Arlington. David Reed, Dylan Morgan with you. And you know, Dylan, it's been 14 up and 14 down. We've heard from everybody. And 2 teams that we heard from today, OU and Texas Tech, are 2 teams that expect to be in that mix for a Big 12 title. We had some new faces here today in Arlington. We also had some familiar ones that will be leaving us in a short while. Well, that was the scene tonight after the Gunner game, and the reason for that, not just the big win over Bells, but Jake Fazell gets his 200th win with Gunner tonight. Yeah, you know, it's going to be a great football game. Of course, they pushed the start time back to 8 o'clock here to try to beat some of the heat, because it is very intense out here with the heat, but we've got an intense football game to play as well. Sherman and Denison renewing this rivalry for the 125th time. So they've been at this for a while, and they know a lot about each other with the 2 neighboring towns, going to work together, going to restaurants together, you name it, they do interact, and that makes this rivalry all the more special. And tonight we've got 2 great teams ready to kick off the season with Sherman and Denison. Of course, the Bearcats have a new head coach in Josh Alleman. He's a Sherman alum, so his first game on the sidelines is going to be this game here tonight. Talk about a tall task. Denison has won this game 10 years in a row. They're trying to make it 11. Alleman and company will try to stop that streak tonight. So we'll get into all that in a lot more depth coming up later in sports. You know, we have such a great history and tradition of high school football in this area. You know, every Friday night in these small towns around this area, there's one place to be, and that's at those high school football stadiums. And, you know, and if you don't have a kid playing football, chances are you've got one playing in the band or cheering or involved in the game some sort of way, and so it's the place to be on Friday nights. Well, the Silo Rebels have won so many state championships under head coach Billy Jack Bowen, it's hard to keep track, but tonight Bowen steps down as the head coach of the Rebels. Well, it is an end of a fantastic era in Silo. Billy Jack Bowen recently became the all-time winningest coach in the nation. 37 years, 74 seasons crammed in there, but it's not like he's past his prime either. Silo won a state championship 2 weeks ago, their 6th title in a row. He has 2,252 career wins with an unbelievable winning percentage of .841, 24 state titles, 19 of them in Silo. Gunner Tigers track standout Abby Elmore is headed to the state track meet this week, but not only that, she qualified in 5 events. And of course, they are all on the same day. Abby will compete in the 100 hurdles, 300 hurdles, the high jump, the long jump, and the shot put. All on Thursday. She won 5 gold medals at regionals, and now she'll get her chance against the best the state has to offer.
I don't have prelims, so that's nice. So I won't have any running prelims, so it's just going to be just the 5 events that one day, and I'll just kind of take the same approach, do one at a time, and do my very best, because it's the last chance I really have to perform and win.
And before we move off of Caddo, can we just point out that Coach Colby Johnson is coaching both of these teams. He has 2 state championship games to coach in tomorrow. Imagine if Caddo can win them both. The coach hasn't done that in over 50 years in Oklahoma, and it's only happened once. Johnson will try to get it done tomorrow in OKC. The Turner Lady Falcons are headed back to state looking to win it all. Not just in one sport, but in 2, and they've done it before. The Turner Lady Falcons softball team is headed back to the state slow pitch tournament. The defending champs will look to make it 2 in a row on the big stage. That's on Tuesday. On Wednesday, some of the very same athletes will compete in the state golf tournament, where they have won the last 2 titles. It's a tight turn, but these Turner Lady Falcons believe they can make it because they just did it 1 year ago.
It's really amazing. It's a little stressful, but it's so fun, and it's so many memories, and it's something you have to be grateful for. I mean, it's not a lot of people get to have those opportunities, so I'm very thankful.
I think you just have to be grateful for it, because there's so many people that want at least 1 opportunity, and we get 2, so it's really exciting to do it.
It is amazing what type of people and what characters that they have, you know, to do both and to be successful at both is what is amazing.
Successful may be an understatement. This softball team did something no Turner team had done before last season when they won it all. Now they will get their shot to win it again, and that's something that has been on their mind all season long.
Just to put it frankly, it'd be great just to go up there and win it again. I mean, that's what everyone's expectations are, but really I think if we just go up there and play as a group together, then we have a really good shot at doing it.
You know, last year we came out with a win, and I'm hoping that we can do the same this year. I feel like we have a good team, and if we can pull some hits together, we should have a good shot.
Turner will turn its attention to the state golf tournament on Wednesday and Thursday as they look to win their 3rd in a row. One thing is for certain, they are not afraid of the big moments.
We have experience playing in front of a lot of people, so that's going to be one thing for us. We're not going to get nervous around all these people watching. And unlike the other teams, they don't usually play around many people, so that's where we have the upper hand.
As for the goal this week, well, that's simple.
Obviously winning both titles, I mean, that would be really nice, so that's the goal.
Win them both. I mean, that's the end goal. So it's been the end goal the whole year, so it's good to be here.